Well, alright guys. Umbrella. Rihanna. Let's go. Merry Christmas. It's what's it doing now? What is that you hear in the background? Could it be rain? No, it's Southern California. That never happens. It never rains in Southern California. You're just imagining it. Lived experience. Under my umbrella, ella, 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 hey. It's raining. No, you lie. You lie, Marker Reviews, you lie. It's not really raining. Let me just gaslight you a little bit more. Oh, it's not raining, it's pouring. That's what it is. That's the truth of it. Anyway, stuck in the Rainfest here. Rainfest Doom. As we go through the town of towns. What's going down in Funky Town? Well, let me tell you what's going down in Funky Town. I'm trying to build a USB arch system. And that's when I realized what AI truly is, right? It's especially the American AI. I don't know about the other AIs, but I'm usually using Chatbot GPT, Grok, Claude, Gemini, and from time to time I'll use something like DeepSeek, and it somewhat works better than the American ones. But you know, there's Jan. Have you heard of Jan? That's my favorite, but that's not an American one, I don't think. Anyway, so it's trained on all the data, especially the Reddit data, especially the copy and paste entrepreneur and copy and paste engineer data. It's also trained on the way people work in the real world. So what it's done is it's trained on the way the cats that need to be herded, according to Eli the computer guy, right? Eli the computer guy talks about herding cats, right? And so it works the way that human beings work, which is why it's so faulty. It's so faulty. The amount of times that you went and you found a real human, but they weren't a real human. What they were was a scam artist, one of these copy and paste entrepreneurs, copy and paste engineers. And you told them, look, I have this problem with my computer. And what I'd like you to do is build me a program that does this particular thing. Like, for instance, my computer is struggling with getting rid of viruses, or there's a lot of bloat on my computer and it's running rather slow. And so the copy and paste entrepreneurs, the copy and paste engineers who aren't real technology professionals, they just copy and paste stuff. But they're very good at talking and persuading you that they are knowing, or they know what they're doing. So they'll build a system for you, and it doesn't actually do anything that you ask them to do, but it's like the placebo effect. They might put a little tweaks here and there. They might do a couple of things. They might delete a couple of things from your hard drive. So you believe that they did what you asked them to. They created some kind of antivirus system that's installed on your computer, but really all that does is a bunch of redundancies. So on the surface, you see it does what you want it to do, but in reality, it's doing nothing, because they just copy and pasted a bunch of code. So it looks like it's doing what it's supposed to, but it's not doing anything at all. And you paid for that service. And that, my friend, is what AI is. They call it AI, artificial intelligence. But what it is artificial stupidity trained on all the bad traits that all humans have combined. And that is what we're using today in the modern world of technology, which is why when I was trying to do and build my USB live system, right, to install Arch Linux on my other computers, I said, take this file from this thing and then create a folder on the desktop and then decompress or extract the data from this thing onto this thing. And so basically I asked it to do A, and the computer, because it's what it is, it's AI. It's AI built and set up on all the bad traits of all humanity. It lied to me. It lied to me. It said, yeah, of course I did that. But it did B, C, D, and F, and it hallucinates all kinds of stuff. So then, because I checked, obviously, right? I checked to see if it actually did what I asked it to do, and it just did nothing of what I asked it to do. It did its own thing. And then it keeps doing this. So if you are saying, okay, well, so you built the folder that I wanted on the desktop, you extracted the data to the folder that I wanted to do now. Now let's see if we can remove the bits and pieces of the data that we don't want, so that when we repackage and create another ISO, it doesn't have all the junk that we don't want the junk being on there on the system. Then all we have to do is just repackage it together, boot it up, and we have Linux 2.0, 3.0, the best version of Arch Linux you could possibly have, right? Straightforward. 10-minute process, right? No, because AI, as I keep telling you guys, and you guys don't get this, is not AI, at least not the one that they give us to play with, right? You've been spending your hard-earned cash on Chatbot GPT, on Claude, and a bunch of these things, and they are basically worthless. Now, does real AI exist? 100%. But that's not what you're paying for. What you're paying for is, I don't know, like 1/100th of what the potential of real AI is, that is being locked up and it's somewhere. I know, I can see it, because I use my special gifts of remote viewing, so I know that these people have the real AI stored in a very special place, which I won't discuss because I don't really want them to go bankrupt. No, I just want them to give us proper AI so that we can actually do stuff that actually works. That's all I want. But apparently you can't get that. That is asking too much. They gave us the Redditor's version of AI. And so here I am sitting in front of my computer for weeks trying to create this USB, trying to bring back baby Jesus robots. And it fails. And the reason why, let's say it together, everybody. The smartest of the smartest are a bunch of scammers. That is the truth of it. And so when you train AI, right, that this is why it's funny, because they really got everybody. They got the whole world excited about this. Oh, AI is more dangerous than nuclear weapons. But of course, the people that are in control would never relinquish, would never give away their control to other people. So of course they would not hand you the real AI, would they? Oh, this is the most fascinating and interesting scam of all time. And if you paid for AI, well, and if you got rid of all your employees and replaced them with this fake AI, boy, did you get scammed, bro. It's time to pick up that phone and hire back all the employees that you got rid of, because you got scammed, bro. Got scammed. The Grinch won again. Happy holidays.